What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I'm gonna give you specific exercises for you to relieve and completely eliminate your shin splints in 7 days. That's 1 week. In 1 week, if you do these 7 days straight properly with the technique I show you in the video, I guarantee that your shin splints will go away. Shin splints are basically a repetitive stress that you develop after you're constantly on your toes, because as footballers, we're always on our toes, we're constantly switching different surfaces, and that could cause a lot of tightness in the lower leg, specifically in the anterior tibialis region, as well as the posterior tibialis region, and that is basically what shin splints are. It's a tightness that you feel in your shin bone, so it's along the tibia here, and it could get pretty severe. If you don't treat it, if you're not stretching, if you're not strengthening, you're not gonna get over them. So try these stretches, and I guarantee you within 1 week, your shin splints will be gone. I'll see you at the end. We're just gonna be working on some ankle eversion, ankle inversion. So you're letting the ankles roll out, you're letting the ankles roll in. Letting the ankles roll out, letting the ankles roll in. Letting the ankles roll out, letting the ankles roll in. Letting the ankles roll out, letting the ankles roll in. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Very important for the mobility of the ankle, letting the foot move nicely here. Here we're just gonna be working some simple toe taps. What this is gonna do is this is gonna turn on the entire front of the leg, the anterior tibialis, as well as the peroneals. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna stand in a nice gravity line, and what you're gonna do is just lift the foot. So for this exercise, we're just gonna be working on the ball of foot press downs. So you're in a nice gravity line, and then what you're doing is you're driving the knee forward and you're pressing the ball of the foot into the mat. Should activate the calf pretty nicely. You wanna really push into the ground. This really helps overall with the ankle's movement, the ankle's mobility. So here we're just gonna be working a simple warm-up. Nice little warm up for the feet, nice for the ankles. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna come up to a calf raise, and then you're gonna go into an anterior tibialis raise. So you're gonna go into a calf raise, anterior tibialis raise, calf raise, anterior tibialis raise. Generally, I would recommend about 20 to 40 reps here. Very important to get this warmed up for footballers, ankles, feet, toes. Get yourself ready for a gym session, footy session, whatever you're doing this for. What's going on? Sorry to interrupt the video again, but if you've not joined the Rick Fit free school group, you need to get in there right now. I give you a free 1-month program, $600 worth of value to help you improve your speed, power, and strength on the pitch. I'm also going to include an exclusive course on how to sign your first pro contract overseas in there. I'm gonna give you 2 massive presentations within that course that's gonna help you sign your first pro contract and give you all the information that you need to go overseas and chase your dream. Get into the school group right now and check out all we have to offer. Look forward to seeing you in there. So here we're just gonna be working some toe yoga, so just pay close attention to the feet. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna lift all the toes 10 times. Make sure you keep a nice gravity line, head pushing towards the sky. This is gonna develop a nice relationship with the feet, with the toes, Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna have the other 4 toes down and you're just gonna lift the big toe. Now you're gonna have the big toe pressed down and you're gonna lift the 4 toes. So this one is a bit tougher for me actually. So just work it. Press the toes. I'm actually gonna do 20 here. 20. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift all the toes and then we're gonna put the pinky toe down and then the 4 and then the big 10 times. Lift all, pinky, all 4, big. Lift all, so 10 times total here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the big toe. We're gonna let ourselves come to the outside of the foot. Then we're gonna press the big toe back down and then we're gonna lift the 4. So lift the big, go towards the outside, press the big toes down, let the ankles come inwards. So press, big toes outwards, basically everting the foot almost, big toe down, almost inverting the ankle. So the next exercise we're gonna do is a very unique one. If you can get yourself some kind of rope like this, like a climbing rope, decent level of thickness, it's really gonna help you overall with your foot strength. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have this out far in front of us. And what we're doing is we're in between the big toe and the second toe. Now what we're gonna do is the heel is gonna stay on the ground and then we're just pulling this into us. So obviously for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna pull it in a little bit. What you wanna do is you're pulling the entire rope behind you. This is gonna help the strength of the foot, the strength of the plantar fascia, as well as the entire front of the leg. Naturally, we're gonna go into the second and third toe, in between those. Very slowly, see? Oh, it's coming. And then the last one is between the third and the fourth toe. So very underrated exercise, very uncommon one. And what you're doing is you're gonna be pulling the rope for each length. So it's one length for the big toe and the second toe, one length for the second and the third toe, and then one length for the third and the fourth toe. This I like to call the foot rope. This takes about 7 to 10 minutes. So you do for the right and for the left. Excellent one to do before any workouts, a couple days per week. So there's a nice little exercise popularized by the fascia gurus on social media, but overall, it's a good exercise, you know, for strengthening the plantar fascia. So all we're gonna be doing is we're just pulling the towel into us, using all the toes, gonna strengthen the plantar fascia. When you can't pull anymore, take the towel and put it in front of you and you repeat. So you're in the chair and all you're doing is you're just pulling the towel, pulling the towel. Very good for the strength of the foot, very good for ankle rehab. I would recommend about 10 towel lengths, but the best one, like I showed you before, is using the foot rope. Work the anterior tibialis a little bit. I'm sure you've seen this from knees over toes guy. Excellent exercise. The anterior tibialis, the peroneals are definitely, which is the front part of the leg, are definitely an underlooked muscle. So just getting them activated, 10 to 15 reps here. This exercise will be dumbbell soleus raises. Excellent for the calves. What we're gonna do is we are putting the dumbbells right on top of the knees. It would be much better if I had a weight plate or something like that so I can elevate the feet, but this is all we got here, so we're gonna make the best of what we have. So, as you see here, knees are at 90, probably gonna go about 30 reps here. So you're just driving the ball of the foot into the ground. Probably gonna go 50 reps actually. So this right here is a gastrocnemius exercise, which is the superficial, that outer part of the calf that you can see, the higher part of the muscle. So it's just the same thing as the soleus, but the leg is straight. When you're standing on the wall and you're working single leg. If you're not strong enough single leg, make sure to let me know. All you're gonna do is make sure you go all the way down, almost let that heel touch the ground, and then you're coming up. So that other leg is just gonna wrap behind this one, and you're just gonna go based on the reps I provide. So what we're gonna be doing for this exercise is we're gonna be mobilizing the anterior tibialis. So that's the front of the shin muscle here that gets very tight because us footballers are constantly on our toes, constantly ready to go, ready to sprint based on the stimulus. So obviously we have to stretch it. I'm gonna show you the front view as well as the side view. I'm sure you've seen this exercise before where you just simply sit on your heels. So you can do this one. I like to do this one before the specific one I'm gonna show you right now. And then the one that I'm gonna show you right now is we're gonna go one leg at a time. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna straighten this leg and you're gonna be stretching this leg. As you see, you're sitting on your heel, and then once you're ready, you simply can lift that knee off and you should feel a really good stretch in the front part of the shin. So I'll show you the other one. Like I said, I would probably sit on the heel first, and then what you want to do when you're ready, if you feel mobile enough, you lift that off. Obviously, you want to have good enough padding. What you can do is you can put this towel, depending on your mobility, you know, in between here, or you can also put it underneath your foot. So same exact thing, Just gonna lift it off. You're gonna remain nice and tall. And then as always, you're gonna hold for about 2 to 3 sets of 30 seconds on each leg. So since I don't have a timer with me, I'll probably just do 5 deep breaths, and I'm gonna show you the frontal view and the side view. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to drive my foot into the ground. As you see, I'm balancing on my fingertips. Goal is to breathe in and out through the nose. Good, I'm gonna switch sides. I'm gonna show you side view. So we wanna be as tall as possible here. You can lean back as well. If you feel any pain in the knee, I would stop immediately and not do this stretch, but you shouldn't. This should be really good for the anterior tibs. If you have shin splints, you suffer from tightness there, this would be ideal. And then like I said, I'm gonna show you the regression. So basically, the regression, you can either do it 2 ways. You can put the towel under first. And then you could lift the knee. Or you can put the towel here. And then you can do your stretch. This one I think is actually better. So yeah, like I said, 2 to 3 sets, 30 seconds. Obviously build your intensity, and the goal is to always breathe in and out through your nose. So what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be working into an excellent calf stretch, specifically working the internal rotation of the foot. So this is external rotation, this is internal rotation. So you're gonna want that foot to turn in, and then your goal, as you're pushing back, I'll talk you through, is you want the inside part of the heel to drive down and the outside part to drive down and back as well. So what you're gonna do first is I like to start with both feet in the internal rotation. You're gonna step 1 foot forward. As you step that foot forward, you wanna make sure that you have good enough length where this foot is almost about 6 inches away from the wall. So the first set, what we're gonna do is 30 seconds each leg. We're just gonna get into the position, and then as always, just breathing in and out through the nose. And like I said, we wanna drive the outside part of the heel back with the main focus while trying to get the inside part of the heel down as well. You should feel an instant stretch here, but this is just about 50–60% of the stretch before we get into the main part. So what you're gonna do, just gonna switch, remain in that internal rotation position. And then you wanna have this front leg nicely bent. You're trying to drive the knee towards the wall in front of you while trying to drive the outside of this right heel, the calf that you're stretching, down and back. Now we're gonna get out of it. Now the goal is to get a bit more intense by using the arm. So same exact position. Now all we're gonna do is we're gonna extend that arm, and as always, external rotation of the shoulder, driving the palm of the sky towards the ceiling. Stretch out. Same exact thing. Try to remain tall in the spine, nice and long. One more. Now this one, you gotta push and work your hardest on. So try to get the technique down, get into a good position first. Foot about 3 to 6 inches from the wall. Drive the right knee forward, push this hand here, drive that left hand up. And then we're driving that left heel, outside part of the heel down, trying to remain tall in the spine. Switch out. Same thing. Grab that right heel, outside heel down and back. For this specific stretch, we're going to be working on the external rotation, so it hits another part of the calf. So you're going to have that foot turned out on the foot that we're stretching. So first step here, all we're going to be doing, I always recommend getting your phone as a stopwatch, and you can put that just here and let it go. So all we're going to do, you first start off with the hands are turned out, the feet are turned out, start in this position. You want to try to find a distance where you can step into the wall and your foot is close to the wall or a couple inches. You got to find your distance. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work 3 total sets for 30 seconds. So first set, we're just getting into it. You want to put a main focus on driving the left inside heel down and really try to lengthen while this right knee drives to the wall. I'm gonna switch. Try to remain as tall as possible. I know it's not easy. Heel, put head pushing to the sky. Foot down and back. Okay, once you're done with your 30 seconds, now we're going to start getting deeper into the stretch. We're going to use our arms. So knee is driving to the wall, arm driving up, heel driving back. Like I said, inside heel should go down and back. Switch out. Last set. Now for the last set, we're going maximum you can do. So max power into the stretch. So to say, hand driving up, external rotation of the hand, palm of the hand driving towards the ceiling, inside part of the left heel, down and back, pushing into the wall, right knee forward. All the cues are very important. Try to remain as long as possible, decompress the body. Switch. As always, 3 sets of 30 seconds, build into it. First one is about 50-60%, second one is about 70-80, and third one is 100%. Okay, I promise this is the last time that I'm gonna interrupt this video, but if you haven't joined the Rick Fit Free School group, you have to do that right now. Go to the link below, get in there, and I hope to see you on the Q&A. If you wanna join me and learn more about how to get to the professional level from a professional general manager, you need to get into that school group. 1 time per week, I get on there, we get on Zoom, we get personal, we're joined by the hundreds of other ambitious footballers in your position, and you will find out what it takes to get to that next level, and I do it all for free. Hope to see you in there. Enjoy the rest of the video. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, you do these exercises for 7 days straight. I guarantee you, you will eliminate your shin splints and you won't have to worry about them ever again. What I want you to do is I want you to test and see what makes you feel better. I think that you should try to do these after training, but you could also test and try to do them before training. What I would also experiment with is what you should do first. Should you do the stretches first, or should you do the strengthening work first? So test it out, let me know what you think, but I guarantee you if you do them consistently for 7 days straight, you will completely eliminate your shin splints. This is the best video you've ever seen on YouTube in terms of relieving your shin splints, I promise you that. Make sure you hit that like button, let me know below when your shin splints are gone, and then you can recommend it to friends, family, and teammates. Make sure you hit the subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you click one of these 2 videos right here to stay up to date with the best football development channel here on YouTube. And most importantly, don't forget to drink your sparkling water. Deuces.